subscribe.
He has also talked about it. That left hook is so good, and it's so long and so precise and so hard, but
Gervonta Davis, born November 7th, 1994, also known as Abdul Wahid and by his nickname Tank, is an American professional boxer. He has held multiple world championships in 3 weight classes, from super featherweight to light welterweight, including the World Boxing Association (WBA) lightweight title since 2019. As of April 2024, he is ranked as the best active lightweight by BoxRec, second by ESPN, first by the Transnational Boxing Rankings Board, and second by the Ring magazine. Early life. Born in Baltimore, Maryland, on November 7, 1994, to Garen Davis and Kenya Brown, Gervonta Davis grew up in a place far removed from his current uber-luxurious lifestyle. The area, Sandtown, Winchester, was rife with crime and poverty. Lack of material comforts aside, what probably marred his early life was the absence of a normal childhood. Since his father was never around, Davis and his siblings were brought up largely by his mother. If that was not enough, for a long time, substance abuse afflicted both his parents. Reportedly, he spent a considerable part of his childhood in multiple foster homes. A 2019 article in the Los Angeles Times quoted Gervonta Davis, "My mother did drugs. It took my grandma about 3 years to get us back as we went into different homes, to a foster family, to a group home. It was like we were locked up too. The only times we could see our family was for about 30 minutes in this little room." The absence of positive male role models further compounded the difficulties Davis faced in his formative years. Amidst the adversity that surrounded him, Davis discovered an outlet that would prove to be his salvation: boxing. At the age of 5, he began training at the Upton Boxing Center in Baltimore under the guidance of coach Calvin Ford. Ford, himself a reformed criminal who turned his life around through boxing, became a father figure to Davis and played a pivotal role in his future. Boxing provided Davis with discipline, structure, and a sense of purpose. It offered him an escape from the harsh realities of his neighborhood and a glimmer of hope for a better future. His prodigious talent was evident from an early age, and he quickly rose through the amateur ranks, laying the foundation for a remarkable boxing career. After an impressive amateur career, Davis turned pro at the tender age of 18 in 2013. His blistering speed, punching power, and ferocity in the ring captured the attention of fans and pundits alike. Within just a few years, he had become a bona fide boxing sensation, boasting an unbeaten record and capturing world titles in multiple weight classes. While Gervonta Davis's professional success was undeniable, he continued to grapple with personal demons off the canvas. The allure of his old neighborhood, with its negative influences and distractions, remained a constant challenge. Growing up in a tough neighborhood, he was no stranger to the temptations and pitfalls that often lead young individuals down the wrong path. Like many others in his community, he had several run-ins with the law. These encounters with the justice system threatened to derail his life and dreams, pushing him and his boxing career closer to the brink of despair. On September 19, 2017, he faced an arrest warrant for alleged first-degree aggravated assault. The incident reportedly occurred on August 1, 2017. However, the details, such as those involved and the nature of the incident, were not specified. On September 14, 2018, he was arrested in Washington, D.C. after engaging in a fistfight. The altercation involved punches being thrown in the upper body region. It was reported that both individuals attempted to flee before the police arrived. On February 1, 2020, Davis was apprehended and charged with simple battery domestic violence against his former girlfriend. The incident took place at the Watsco Center at the University of Miami during a basketball game. Witnesses observed Davis grabbing the woman's shirt and dragging her to a separate room. On March 22, 2021, Davis was indicted on 14 counts for allegedly running a red light after a November 2020 birthday party in downtown Baltimore. In the incident, his Lamborghini SUV collided with another vehicle. The collision resulted in the hospitalization of 4 individuals, including a pregnant woman. Minutes after the accident, Davis purportedly left the scene. Following a plea deal on February 16, 2023, Davis pleaded guilty. Subsequently, on May 5, 2023, he received a sentence of 90 days of house arrest, 200 hours of community service, and 3 years of probation. As Davis's star continued to rise, he realized the importance of being a positive role model for the youth growing up in similar circumstances. He became involved in community outreach programs, visiting schools and speaking to young people about the importance of perseverance and making positive choices. Davis's story became a source of inspiration for countless young individuals facing adversity, proving that with dedication and resilience, they too could overcome their circumstances. On the 2nd of June 2023, Davis was arrested 1 month after avoiding jail time in the 2020 hit-and-run case, where he originally received a sentence of 90 days house arrest, 200 hours of community service, and 3 years of probation on May 5, 2023. According to TalkSport, he violated his house arrest terms by trying to serve the detention order at the Four Seasons Hotel in a $3.4 million penthouse, rather than trainer Calvin Ford's one-bedroom property, as the judge initially agreed. For this, he ended up serving 44 days behind bars and was released on the 14th of July, 2023. Though his relationships with his children's mothers is rough at best, he still is the proud father of 2 daughters, Giovanni and Giovanna, and is involved in their upbringing, claiming that fatherhood has changed him for the better. Davis made his debut at the age of 18 on February 22, 2013, against Desi Williams, who had a professional record of 0 wins and 4 losses, all by stoppage. The fight took place at the DC Armory in Washington on the undercard of IBF Junior welterweight fight between Lamont Peterson and Kendall Holt. Davis won the bout via first-round knockout, KO. By August 2014, Davis had recorded 8 wins and no losses, with all wins coming inside the distance. IBF Super Featherweight Champion, Davis versus Pedraza. On November 15, 2016, ESPN announced that Davis would challenge for the IBF Super Featherweight title against undefeated Jose Pedraza, 22-0, 12 KOs, on January 14, 2017, at the Barclays Center in New York on Showtime. The fight would take place as an undercard fight to the super middleweight world title unification fight between James DeGale and Badou Jack. The IBF granted Pedraza an exemption to fight Davis, as he had a mandatory fight against Liam Walsh looming. Prior to the fight being announced, Mayweather Promotions matchmakers tried to make a deal for Davis to fight title holder Jason Sosa. Davis defeated Pedraza in a 7th-round KO to win the IBF Super Featherweight title. After the fight, Davis said that he had studied the early career of his promoter and mentor, Floyd Mayweather Jr., in order to stay composed. He said, "I had a lot of experience from the amateur ranks, but I learned how to keep my composure. Floyd told me to stay calm, and I studied Floyd Mayweather videos when he was Pretty Boy. My uppercut was my best shot, and it was landing all night. It felt really good to fight the way I did. I could take it and dish it out. Mayweather Jr. himself enthusiastically branded his protege as the future of boxing. For the fight, Davis earned $75,000 compared to Pedraza, who earned the larger sum of $225,000 in what was his third defense. At the time of stoppage, Davis was ahead 59-55 on all three judges' scorecards. Davies has continued his perfect record and has not lost a fight. His resume is quite impressive, including wins over Gamboa, Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios, Pitbull Cruz, Rolly Romero, Hector Garcia, and his biggest win to date, King Ryan Garcia. Davis is scheduled to defend his WBA lightweight title against Frank Martin on June 15, 2024, at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Gervonta Davis became a force in the boxing world thanks in part to his relationship with Floyd Mayweather, with who he signed a promotional deal in 2015. Mayweather, now retired, attempted to mold Davis into a superstar by any means necessary. They were inseparable. After years of growing with the team, Davis decided to leave the Mayweather Promotions banner. This came following his bout with Rolando Romero in 2022. In a deleted tweet, Davis stated the bout would be the last one under contract with Mayweather. "My contract is up. That's why Mayweather Promotions wants me to fight this clown, Romero, so bad." Mayweather responded to the tweet, wishing him well in his future endeavors in the best way possible. "Nothing lasts forever," Mayweather told Fight Hype via Boxing Scene. "I will always love Tank. I like him, love him, look at him as a son. He has to do what's best for him," said Mayweather. "I feel like I've done a great job thus far, building him and putting him in good fights, great fights. He's steady growing, he's steady learning. I'm proud of him." In a recent interview with Fight Hype, Davis recently explained that a reunion isn't out of the picture. He called his exit a test run to work on his own. The relationship ended before Davis booked a fight against Ryan Garcia for April 22nd. While their relationship brought in money, there was plenty of tension. One final nail in the coffin for the Davis and Mayweather relationship may have been the timing of two different press conferences. During a Davis-Romero press conference, Mayweather was in Dubai promoting his exhibition bout against Don Moore. Davis felt that Mayweather was trying to steal the spotlight away from him. Mayweather quickly denied those claims in an interview with Fight Hype. "It's always called divide and conquer, and that's been going on forever," Mayweather stated via DAZN. "I've always wanted the best for any fighter that's under the PBC banner as well as the Mayweather Promotions banner. So I've always wanted the best for all fighters. And especially, you have never seen me push harder for a fighter like I push for my fighters. If I didn't care, I would always go out there and badmouth my fighters." Unfortunately, recent reports have confirmed another more serious falling out between the two that may be much more difficult to come back from.
I said, guess who's back? Man, guess who's back? I said, guess who's back?